What's up, everybody? This is the first ever BroSho. We are coming to you on a Thursday, April 20th?
April
20th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we don't even remember the
38.
date.
You know what? This is already what the kind of funny guys like to say, a garbage truck on fire. So
Oh, yeah.
just strap in, be along for the ride. So, we're going to start out. What in the hell have you been playing lately?
What the hell have I been playing lately? Black Ops 2, actually.
I know.
Backwards compatibility.
You like to steal my Xbox.
Dude, it's not your Xbox, though.
Dude, it's
No,
definitely
alright.
my Xbox.
It's not your Xbox.
It is.
I told you that you could put it in your room.
The deal
Because...
was...
No. You have this image in your head that I told you, oh, yeah, it's your Xbox. No. I said you could put it in your room because I'll be using the PS4 that I got for Christmas.
The deal was, not to make this a long story, you got the PS4 so that I could get the Xbox. But it's enough said on that one. So you've been playing a lot of Black Ops 2?
Mm-hmm.
You like it?
Dude, it's Black Ops 2.
You're a little late to the show. I'm liking that though.
Okay. Boy, I've been liking Black Ops 2 since it came out in 2013. Okay, that was the best Call of Duty ever created, and this League play is amazing.
It is. It is.
I'm already like a level 28, I think. You're like a level 13.
Well,
Okay,
hold on. No, when I was playing it on the Xbox 360, I had more of
Well, okay, yeah, that's when it was
a
out.
better whatever leveling you want to call it.
What prestige were you?
I wasn't.
You weren't even prestige?
Dude, no!
No, I was prestige master.
No, I lied. I think I was like a prestige,
I think you were like prestige
1 or
2.
2.
I
Yeah.
think you made it to 2.
Well, it's
Then
because
you were a
the time I was
2.
joining the clan.
Oh, I remember that
Yeah.
clan. I remember you practicing with that clan. That was a really bad clan.
No, it wasn't bad. They just got all butthurt over the fact that...
You were never there for practices?
Yeah.
Well, because they wanted you to practice like
every week.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, I think. Were the practice days?
I don't remember.
I remember sitting in your room watching you, and you got shredded by every single person in that clan.
I don't remember this.
It was so funny.
No recollection of this.
But no, yeah, bro, I've been breaking out that MSMC and the M8. That is still the best Call of Duty ever. You can't. There's nothing they will ever come out with.
FSTSBS lurking?
The fuck did you just say?
I've
never heard of
Wait, what did you say?
the M8 and the MSMC.
Yeah, MSMC. So I was like, oh, you got that FSTSBS lurking.
I still don't even know what you just said.
FS tail slide backslide. Yeah.
Tail slide. You break out like skateboarding terms now?
Hey, you ever watch the movie Grind?
Is it? No. Actually, okay, I've seen bits and pieces of it.
Okay, you need to watch Grind.
I've never like.
I don't have it anymore, but you need to watch Grind.
I think I watched it. No, I watched it one time when you were watching it and you yelled at me.
No, I didn't. Hold the phone. Okay.
I
I did not.
Not good enough for my age.
Hold on. I did not yell at you for it. What happened, and I didn't even get rid of it. What happened was the disc in and of itself somehow managed to get scratched up.
I wonder if I tried to.
You probably tried to throw 2 discs into the console again. Way to ruin Midnight Club 2 for me.
Okay, so for context, what I tried to do when we were like, I was like 5 maybe like 4. Okay, and I wanted to make the best game ever, so I took 2 PS2 discs and put it into the PS2 at the same time to make the ultimate game. And it was a great. I thought it was going to be a great idea. Hey, but I did get another PS2 for Christmas, so it worked out.
Combining games. That's not how that works!
I know it's not how it worked, but it worked in my head. When I was 4 years old, it really worked in my head.
Well, there was a lot of things that you thought worked in your head at that age that really just didn't pan out.
Hey, don't be mad just because you couldn't beat me in Carbon.
Okay.
I was pretty good in Carbon. I was but I beat you with a muscle car. I had a Camaro. You had like something exotic, and I beat you. Yeah, see, he's saying that because he knows it's true.
Yeah. So, Black Ops 2, have you been playing anything else?
Rocket League. And I'm probably going to hop on some Modern Warfare this morning. Or
This morning?
tonight.
Dude,
Actually, I was on this
It is
morning.
9:34 at night, which...
Maybe I'm at tomorrow morning.
Well, I mean, you are on spring break, so you can do this.
Exactly.
Yeah, this has already been a wonderful stream trying to get all this working. We meant to record this earlier on with tonight.
Davey and his temper.
Yep. Well, we were having some technical difficulties trying to get the software on the computer to work well with the camera, and it just...
And Davey was turning into Hulk.
I might have turned slightly green in my left hand. But, yeah, Rocket League is a good game. I've been playing the shit out of Rocket League.
You still use an ice charger?
No, I actually... what is it? The Vero?
Oh yeah, you're using that one, the
new one that came in like the turbo case or whatever.
About.
Yeah.
Dude, it took me a few days, not a few days, but like a day, to realize why it was called the ice charger. Like after I watched the movie, and like I had no idea that it was actually called that because that's the charger.
Spoilers! Spoilers!
Oh,
People haven't seen it.
Well, now you know. If they've seen the preview, though, I'm pretty sure it shows in the preview of them.
Not him.
Well, not him, but you know it's him. You know it's him.
No.
Yes, because it's what the whole movie's based on. Is him. Hey, there's spoilers everywhere. Okay, you're gonna find them somewhere.
This is true.
All right, you want to go on the first topic?
Yeah.
All right.
Do this.
What's the first one? Because I can't read it.
All right. We have Super Nintendo Classic Console starting production and NES is ending production.
Yeah.
What do you
How
think
well
about
did the NES even sell?
Let's put it this way. It went to GameStop, was there for about a minute, and then it was nowhere to be seen after that except for eBay if you wanted to spend like $900.
Jeez, how much did it cost?
They were selling it for $60. It came with 30 games already preloaded onto it. But
I'm surprised it didn't sell better.
it did sell better. That's the thing, is it sold so well.
So why are they stopping production so quickly?
Because I was listening to the Kind of Funny guys, and Greg Miller was saying that he was reading a topic, and I don't remember where he found it from. It might have been like Kotaku or something, but he said that they had interviewed somebody from Nintendo saying that they didn't think that the console was going to be that good of a seller, and that it wasn't meant to be like massively produced, and so it was just something for the holiday season. That's what they're going to be doing. It sounds like from the sounds of this is that they're just going to be. It's going to be the SNES Classic console. It's going to be a little tiny thing. It's probably going to have roughly around 30 games in it again.
I mean, if it was that good of a seller, though, wouldn't you make it?
Wouldn't you make more of it?
Production, like
Okay, well. But the thing is, Nintendo's got a track record of doing some really weird stuff when it comes to selling their things.
that's so true.
I mean, look at the Switch. The Switch, they put out like apparently like 900,000 of these or whatever, and sold out like within a matter of minutes.
Well, yeah, you should have been able to see that coming though.
I
think they
have been,
underproduce every single thing
They
they
do.
make.
And but I think their views of like marketing are really weird because it's like they're trying to like build the hype. They're like, oh, we sold out, and we're gonna start just slowly trickling out more and more consoles, and then you guys will pick them up, and then eventually everybody will have one, but it'll be like 2 years down the line.
Yeah, but it's like by then the hype's gonna die down.
Wow.
And
Yeah, like
I
I got
got to
to
be like, okay, there's other consoles coming out or other stuff coming out that we want.
Well, and that's the way I almost got, because you saw me, I was trying to get a Switch.
Yeah.
I spent like an entire month going to GameStop. I was calling
your friend
Best
get you
Buy.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kyle. He helped me get that.
I still want one, but I'm probably not going to get one.
I literally would not have been able to enjoy Zelda as much as I have if he hadn't have gotten that for me. So
Yeah, I would still play.
thank
that
you.
game.
It's sweet, but
I
I
like
like
that.
It
racing
is
thing, too.
a giant ass game.
Well, yeah, you say you put like.
Dude, I am 20 hours deep into it, 20 plus hours, because they do it in increments of 5 when you view your little profile on the Switch. but I'm like 20 plus hours into it. I've only done one Divine Beast. I've probably done maybe 40, 50 shrines out of like, maybe not even that many.
We were in some of the speed runners on the game are like 50 hours.
Yeah, speed runners are killing it in 50 hours.
Dude, like...
And actually, that's 100% completion in 50 hours. There's people that have been able to speedrun the game in, like, I think an hour. And I'm talking, like, just beating the Ganon, the main boss.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what his name is. I should probably look this stuff up. So this is what happens when it's your first podcast. You're slowly trying to find, things you can do better, work on, and this is one of them.
We'll get better at research
We'll
and
get
stuff like that when it comes to that kind of stuff.
So what do you think, from what we saw with the NES Classic, like, what do you think they should do differently with this SNES?
Well, honestly, I want to say overproduce. You make more. Because if you're selling that many, there's no reason not to continue it.
Well, what they should have done...
And definitely, there's more than 30 games that were big with the, SNES and everything.
Well, even with the NES, there was more than 30 games. There's a ton of games that came out for it. But they were just taking, like, a select few that they really,
like favorites.
Okay, think of it this way, though, too. A lot of the games, you can find, the ROMs for online.
Oh, I know.
Like, you can get them on your phone now. You can get them on...
I've
even talked to some of the guys at work, and you can even get them on your Wii, So...
there was a big problem with the Switch. There was being able to copy games or get games from your Switch and play Breath of the Wild on your Wii U.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was an emulator problem, and they actually...
I don't know why because you can already play it on your Wii U.
What? Oh, Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
I don't know then. Oh, I saw something. It said there was some hacking thing that they were having problems with an emulator being on another console.
There's probably something with the Switch, and that's why Nintendo has gone out and said that they will pay.
Yeah, that's what I was talking. They would pay $200,000 or something like that.
Well, it's not $200,000. It's like $10 grand to have programmers try, or other people that are just way smarter than your average Joe, and try to find ways of hacking into the system and finding vulnerabilities in it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're given $10,000 to do it.
And a job. They even said
pretty much, yeah. You have a job if you can do that.
If you can figure it out, why wouldn't they hire you?
Well, any new software that comes out, or not software but hardware, Microsoft's even done that, where they will come out with something, hardware, software, whatever, and they'll be like, hey, try to hack into this. If you find a vulnerability, if you find a weak spot into it, we have no problem paying you large amounts of money to find this stuff. So
yeah. Plus, if you can find glitches and hacks and stuff like that, and the people that already have working for them can't, then it's you've already got an advantage over the rest of the people they already have hired. So
my big thing is that I just want them to do pre-orders. Because that was one thing that they did not do.
They didn't do pre-orders with the NES?
That's why I couldn't get one. I still never got one. Because
they can do pre-orders with the Switch.
Yes. But, again, it was a case of that they just, the pre-orders just sold up so quickly. And to kind of backtrack on the NES to try to stay on topic there, they didn't take any pre-orders, and they only dropped off 6 or 7 copies at GameStops and stuff. So, and there was I went to one GameStop, and I talked to the guy. I was like, hey, do you guys have any of these, available? And he goes, no. He goes, we sold out of them super duper early this morning. He goes, we got maybe 6 or 7 of them in. We had 15 people lined up out the door waiting to get their hands on it. Yeah, and it's after that sold, a lot of people were grabbing them, taking them to eBay, trying to sell them for $150, and it's like it's nostalgic to have that tiny little console that
definitely.
reminds you and plays.
I mean, think about how popular they were when they, when that was the big console. I mean, yeah, it was the biggest thing out there. You know, it was if you were a gamer, that was the only thing you had, really.
Yeah. But so I hope that they maybe learn from their lesson. Maybe if they're not gonna mass produce it this time, they'll end up doing the same exact thing. People will get pissed off again because they can't get their hands on it. And
yeah, Nintendo's just gonna start pissing people off.
They need to start
keep with this whole same system.
Well, what they need to do, especially with the Switch, is they need to start producing more. Which I'm hoping this E3 they will start. They'll announce that hey, we're producing more of these. Not everybody's gonna get left in the wind.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, who knows? It's Nintendo. They're fucking weird. And I don't like how they do stuff. Like, I don't remember ever having any issues getting a PS4. I mean, I didn't actually try to buy one at launch, but it wasn't too long after launch where I was like, hey, I'm gonna go buy one. And they're like, okay, here you go. Here's one with The Last of Us Remastered. And I was like, alright, cool,
Well, Sony and Microsoft, they've never had problems with that kind of stuff. They, because
they mass produce them.
Exactly, yeah. But
they build enough units to, for the most part, compensate for like the population that wants it.
We didn't even have that problem with the Wii. They mass produced the Wii. There was no like, oh, get
And I don't know how, because I mean that thing sold. That I believe was within the first week or month or whatever, Nintendo Switch is the best selling console that they've had. But like overall, I think the Wii is the best selling console of all time. It's sold.
Doesn't shock me at all, dude.
Hundreds of thousands or hundreds of millions of copies.
I miss our Wii. I had so much fun on that little thing.
Sports.
Wii Sports with the tennis and the bowling. Me having my 17 300s that I had.
Yeah.
I was the best bowler in the world. Okay, not the world. Alright, but I was very good. And Mario Kart.
I'm getting Mario Kart when that comes out.
Yeah,
actually, speaking of which, we're going to talk more about this next week because it's going to get, we'll be recording this next Thursday. It'll be the day before Mario Kart actually releases. It comes out on the 28th. The review embargo for it actually just went up today. And it's been getting, it's a deluxe edition of something that's already been out on the Wii U for a while. They're adding, I think, like a couple more characters, and they're adding some other features to the game. But I mean, the reviews have been really good. I think IGN gave it like a 9.3 or 9. I think that was a 9.7. I think GameSpot gave it like a 9.3. Like it's been getting like 9s. Like it's really, really good. They're saying that this is the best Mario Kart game. Well, listen, this is the best Mario Kart game to match. This is gonna have like over 48, or whatever tracks that you can run on. It's pretty dope.
I don't know if you could beat the original Mario Kart.
I've played this one. I've already played 8 because.
You played 8?
Yeah, because her brothers had that for the Wii, so I went over there and played against her brother, and then I played Splatoon and got my ass absolutely handed to
I haven't
me.
played Mario Kart since the one you had for the Wii.
Mm-hmm.
When was that?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I
It was a while ago. I know that for sure.
I know that one had a lot of like the original maps too. I mean, it had
Well, they do that. They have like those 4 cups. Like if you have your screen up at the top, they have all of like their new tracks. That they've gone, and then usually like the bottom 4 are like ones from like the Game Boy Advance version, Double Dash.
Remember the ice one with the
64.
penguins?
That was 64.
I hated that one.
That's
That was
you
it.
kept hitting the fucking penguin.
Well, the fucking penguins were too fucking big. No, and then there was a giant ass penguin that would sit in the middle on his iceberg.
If it's big, you shouldn't be missing that. It should be plain as day.
Okay, no, I see it, but like it's ice. You're sliding. Okay,
for that.
It's hard to steer.
Ladies and gentlemen, who would have thunk it that you could slide on the ice? Well, since we're on the topic of Nintendo, we're gonna be here for a little bit. this is probably a little later than most people, but Nintendo did have a direct. They did announce Minecraft coming for the Switch.
Oh yeah,
Which is gonna be pretty dope. I'm pretty pumped about it because
I'm super excited to build it. Like when I get a Switch finally, be able to. It's gonna happen eventually, hopefully before. But no, be able to just like go anywhere I want and play Minecraft. That's like that'd be the coolest part.
And if it does what it's supposed to do, if you can just like locally wirelessly link up the two consoles, like you and me just being able to like when we go down to Florida or whatever,
Dude,
sit there and play Minecraft for 3 hours.
Coolest. You imagine?
Dude, I don't even. We could just play survival and just have a blast doing that. Like, I think literally the Switch for me, and I keep saying this over and over and over again. The reason why it's just so freaking appealing to me is the fact that it's portable. Like literally, like I have.
It's portable, but it's still like a normal console.
But
it's
I
portable.
mean, sort of.
I'll
tell you what, like
kind of weird, but
out of having it in handheld mode and then having it in the TV mode,
yeah,
I think I've maybe docked that game to actually play it on the TV 5 times.
Really?
That's it. Because I like just going to work. And I'll just be sitting there on my lunch and I'll be able to play my Switch.
Now let me ask you this. What's the difference between playing on your Switch, being portable, and playing on like a 3DS?
The fact that this is going to be like their main console. Like, it's almost like when Sony had, like, I shouldn't say had, they still have it, but it's just, it's not as well, like, advertised, I guess, as it should be. But the Vita,
Oh yeah, PS Vita, yeah.
it's like they had some really good games for the Vita, and it was a handheld, still is. Never get one
That's
away
pretty
from
good too.
handheld.
I've had some friends that had it.
The thing that was really sweet about it, again, for me, if I ever would have gotten one, was the remote play. The fact that I can have my PlayStation 4 console on in the other room and go down to like the living room or whatever and just be able to play whatever, Witcher 3, Rocket League, anything on the Vita.
Yeah.
You know, so that's like, but I mean, this is even more so because it's not like streaming or tethering itself to the console. Like, this is the console. Like, you know, if God forbid they ever announce a Metroid game, like, you're going to get it for the Switch. Mario Kart, the one that's on the Wii U, is coming to the Switch. Minecraft, that's been on all of these other main consoles, it's coming to the Switch. You know, like, Mario Odyssey, later on this year, is coming to the Switch. Like, all of your main games are coming to this, and you can take it wherever you want. And I'll tell you what, that 3-hour battery life is not that bad. Like, I sit out in the living room and be playing Zelda, and I'm like, oh man, like, I'm so tired. What time is it? Like, oh my god, it's like 10 o'clock, and I'm like looking at it, I'm like, oh, how much battery life do I have? So I got like 75% battery life. I feel like I've been sitting out here for 5 hours.
Oh yeah, plus with it's like a portable game console, but it still has amazing graphics and everything.
Yeah, the graphics are fine.
It's
And to be honest with you too, like, even when you dock it and you play on your TV, the graphics aren't even that bad transitioning from this little screen to the TV.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Like, it's really, really good, and the sound quality is fantastic. Like, when I switch over to like my Xbox or my PS4, I have to turn the volume up to like, be able to hear it, and it has nothing to do with the settings or anything because I've checked. But then the minute I go to turn it, like the Switch,
yeah,
wow, like I have to turn it back down because it's like fucking bleeding from the ears.
Oh, so the actual, like, the portable screen, that sound is better than, it's almost like better or louder if you have it on TV.
Well, no, it's like when you dock it, all the sound and the video and everything, when it's docked, come out of the TV then. So, like, it's louder coming out of the TV than it is that little.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying now.
Yeah. So, but, yeah, I'm pretty pumped about them bringing Minecraft and, like, Splatoon's coming out, or Splatoon 2's coming out.
I saw that
Mario Kart.
Like it could be good. Splatoon 2,
It is. It's like a third-person, kind of a fun shooter game. I know that...
I don't quite understand it, but...
it's just like a shooter. It's just like your Call of Duty, but like in third person. Think of it as like Gears of War. Think of it as like Gears of War. That's literally what it is. A third person. I don't want to say it's cover-based shooter, but it's you're just kind of running around. You've got like a roller. You've got like a sniper. But you're like shooting paint. And the one real big thing that they spent a decent amount of time on when they were talking about Splatoon 2 was like this new horde mode thing.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. Yeah.
So, and that's cool because it's like that's PvE. You know, you're not necessarily just going around fighting each other the entire time. So, what else do we got on here? Star Wars Celebration,
Dude.
pretty pumped about that. They showed a new trailer for The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Which looks good.
Well, yeah. That honestly, the whole movie, I can't.
The whole
I
series,
know
like,
most of
well, and the thing is too, you figure we got that movie. I mean, they've been knocking it out of the park with Star Wars stuff lately. I mean, when Rogue One was coming out, or Rogue One came out last year. Then the year before that, we had The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
And then, like, right around The Force Awakens, we ended up getting Battlefield 1, or Battlefront 1.
Battlefront 1.
To get those two mixed up all the time.
I
don't understand why.
What I really liked too when they announced Battlefront 2, they said they were really gonna focus on going back to the old style.
No, this is covering.
No, old style of the old Battlefronts, like that we had like back on like PS2 and stuff like that. They said they're gonna like kind of try to replicate that a little bit more.
Well, maybe they still have to keep it like arcade.
Well, yeah, but like, okay, with Battlefront 1, it was Battlefield was a Star Wars game. I mean,
well,
like,
yeah, but
up,
I mean,
it wasn't like the Star Wars that we were used to playing.
But I didn't mind that. Like, I really didn't mind that way, and they can keep that. And that wasn't even like the main takeaway or main issues that.
Oh, it wasn't the main issue
with that game.
That was my main issue with that game. Was because like if I want to play Battlefield, I'll go play Battlefield. But I want to play Star Wars, and I want to feel because I personally I spent hours of my childhood playing. Yeah, we know. Playing Battlefront on the PS2. Like that was my favorite PS2 game ever. So when the new Battlefront game came out, that was sort of what I was expecting. And I played the beta, and it was nothing like it. It was literally like I was playing Battlefield. And I got bored of it very quickly.
Well, okay. The main reason why it got really boring, at least for me, was the leveling progression wasn't all that like interesting. It was like, oh, okay, I went up a level. Big whoop. There was nothing to be gained from it. You could pretty much pick which gun you wanted to unlock. The minute you unlocked it, it's like, okay, well, this is the best gun in the game. It's kind of OP. I don't really need to worry about unlocking anything else. You know, and there was no single player campaign. So there's nothing to do by yourself. So it's like, okay, well, they had some weird horde mode thing too with theirs. Right. Like things came in waves.
Battlefront has never been too good with campaigns. Like even on the old Battlefront campaigns,
okay, but it was the trailer for this one.
Oh yeah, I know the new one looks amazing.
So good.
It looks absolutely amazing. I really hope that the game itself lives up to what the trailer is portraying. But
I think it will.
I really hope so because Star Wars is too much of an amazing story and universe to not have an amazing game to go with it. And so yeah, I agree. I really hope that this next game can really bring the full potential of what Star Wars as a game can really achieve.
Yeah, like I said, I hope that they take what they learned from making the first one and they just kind of knock this out of the park. I mean, the fact that you're able to play across all three eras. Mm-hmm. Like we're talking the original shitty, like not 4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, and 3. Everybody calm down. I know I said original trilogy and everybody just jumped up out of the chair. Calm down, don't get your panties in a bundle, alright?
Shitty ass first.
Okay, well I'm not even gonna go as far as saying shitty ass 1, 2, and 3 because I don't remember them, to be honest with you. And I would love them. I don't. Okay,
we had them recorded on the DVR.
But I never actually
I watched them all in one day.
Well,
but no, one was bad. One was like the worst one. I think everybody can agree with me. Like Phantom Menace shouldn't have even been created.
no. Okay, here's the thing though: is I don't think they were. Yeah.
You good there?
My compliments to this show. I don't think that they were bad, but I think they could have made them better.
Well, the way it goes, 1 was pretty bad, 2 was getting better, and then 3 was actually pretty good. I actually really enjoyed 3 with the big fight at the end between Anakin and wow, I can't even think of his name. Obi-Wan. Wow, that was scary. Yeah. But between Anakin and Obi-Wan, where Anakin gets burned and everything, that was really good. I really enjoyed that part. But 1.
How pissed are you gonna be if for Battlefront 2 they make Jar Jar Binks a hero?
Dude, I'm probably just gonna kill myself. He was so.
He just got wrong. What's Jar Jar Binks?
He was so irrelevant to the storyline itself. Like he
okay,
no relevancy.
Here's the thing though, is like in 4, 5, and 6, like the comedic humor that kind of broke it away from like the dark storyline was like Chewie and Han Solo, and then you had the little banter between C-3PO and R2-D2. So I think they were trying to do that with Jar Jar Binks, and everybody just ended up fucking hating him.
Well, I still remember that one of the Big Bang Theory episodes where they're sitting down in the theater about to watch the 7th movie, and what I can't remember his name, but he just says, "We all remember Jar Jar," and they're all just kind of like, "Oh God, please don't make it repeat." But yeah, I mean, Jar Jar was he was a mistake to the series.
Yeah,
but I will admit he was pretty funny.
Yeah.
He had some funny moments.
There were a couple.
There was some comedic relief.
I chuckled.
Yeah.
I giggled, hee hee ha ha. But
that's how you laugh.
I changed my laugh. Don't judge me.
You need to work on your laugh.
It's not good. Started on what you need to work on, Spanx.
We basically already covered everything in the next one.
What do we have here?
We covered Splatoon 2.
Well, yeah, the hard mode
Mario
Mario Kart. Still kind of upset the fact that they don't have any Metroid yet. I'm kind of hoping, and we'll do an E3 episode later on where we give our our like guesses and speculations as to what they're gonna show.
Yeah.
I personally have a lot that we're going to try to keep it realistic, too. Like, we're not going to come on and be like, oh, Xbox is going to show off a handheld console, and so is Sony. Or they're going to, say that The Last of Us 2 is out that day. Like, we're going to try to keep it realistic for you guys.
Yeah. Well, plus we'll have a little tiny segment at the end with a question. Remember?
What question? Oh,
yeah, but little tiny segment of just a little glimpse of our E3 discussion, but nothing too big yet. Because E3 isn't until June, and it's April.
Yeah.
So we'll get that maybe like next month.
Shout out to Jonathan. We did say I did make a post out on Twitter and my Facebook saying if anybody had any questions about video games or anything to go ahead and ask us, and if we had time today after the towards the end of the show, we're going to go about answering them. He asked about an E3 question, and I would love to answer that, but I do want to. We're going to hold off on that just because we are doing an E3 episode later on. So don't feel like that question's not going to get answered, because it will. And actually, your question was asking like what we thought, and like
I thought it was just like what was
we wanted to see. What was our most anticipated game that we wanted to see be announced at E3. We will cover that, but in like a couple episodes. I mean, it's only April 20th, so we've got plenty of time before we have to even worry about doing any sort of E3 thing. We might do that, I'd say, towards maybe the end of next month.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we can start doing that then. So I came across this on Twitter. Eurogamer put this up as a thing. Somebody beats Dark Souls 3's Ring City DLC Okay, that's a an achievement in and of itself. Then they beat it on New Game 7 Plus, which again, I mean, every time you start that game over, it gets harder.
Yeah, Dark Souls 2.
So he did it 7 times with a broken sword. What the literal fuck?
I mean, I personally don't have much experience with that game. I watched you play it.
I played Dark Souls 3, and I'm not gonna lie to you when I say that I would not have beaten that game had it not have been for Kenny Hager. Shout out to Kenny Hager.
Yeah.
Because he literally, like, I want to say 75% of that game he carried me through. I'm not very good at Dark Souls games. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm really not.
I remember when you got Dark Souls 3, and then you did something to where you could then get Dark Souls 2. And
No, that was the pre-order.
That was the pre-order?
Yeah, when you, like, pre-ordered it or whatever, it came with, like, Dark Souls 1. And I still have Dark Souls 1 on the Xbox. So I can still go in there and play that. But Dark Souls 3 was very hard, but it was, obviously, as you guys all know, I don't want to reiterate stuff, it was faster than, you know, either Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 1, but not nearly as fast as Bloodborne. Dark Souls 2 was slow. They were all slow. It's like you go to roll and your dude looked like, he's like, okay, you know, like it was dumb.
Yeah.
Like I said, I did about 25% of the game actually by myself. I did, you know, as much as I could, but there were a lot of parts where it was just like that. I mean, that game literally, like, it pushes you down on a bed of nails and kicks you while you're down there. Like, that game is just absolutely brutal. It's like bashing.
That would get way too frustrating.
Oh, I did. I cussed that game out
yeah.
many a time.
See, I have a room that's right next to his, okay? So, I hear every single cuss word. Well, that's a cuss word. God's name said in vain. Anything you can think of out of his mouth while I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah.
Because he decided to stay up until midnight on a weekday.
You know,
That
that game,
even though you know you're going to go to bed pissed off.
the game was very addicting, though.
But
Like,
you know you're going to go to
want
bed
it.
pissed off.
But I know. But I want it. It's one of those games where it's like it's so hard, but I want to prove to like myself and to like other people that I played it with that like I'm capable of keeping up with them. Shut your face. You never even played them.
I don't know about keeping up because Kenny was like,
okay, Kenny.
he's so good.
He's really, really good. Like, I'm gonna give, if I have to give him credit on any like one genre type of game, it is the Dark Souls games. That dude, I can't even explain it to you. He has this weird knack of seriously just going through those games and just obliterating them every time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he beat Bloodborne twice.
Twice?
I'm sorry, I thought I saw a bug over there. But yeah, he beat it twice.
That's
like,
insane.
I didn't even beat it once. I got to the second to last boss, and I was like, okay, I'm just kind of done with this game.
I played it at Cat's house, and I got to the first boss, and I died once. I was fine when I died the one time. Then the second time,
Got a little frustrated.
I had him down so low in health, and then he killed me, and I threw the controller. I have a problem with that.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, I don't like Bloodborne or any type of game.
Bloodborne was
like
really good.
Dark
I
Souls.
thoroughly enjoyed Bloodborne. It was I liked it because it wasn't quite as.
No, you were addicted to that game for a while.
Well, but I liked it because it wasn't quite as like RPG heavy as like some of these other games. Like, if you play Dark Souls 3, even Dark Souls 3, it's like you start off with one class and like, you know, once you hit, you know, a certain point in the game, you can, you know, change around your stats and everything to better suit what you want to do. But like when you start off, that's what you're stuck with. Bloodborne, it was like way different. Like there weren't classes, you know, or there were, but it was like, I don't know. It was. I just thought it was a lot better than Dark Souls 3.
Dark Souls, yeah.
And I really hope. I know that they said that they weren't gonna do any more Dark Souls games.
Really?
That doesn't count out Bloodborne.
Oh, I wouldn't shock me at all if they made a
I'm gonna go on record right now saying that I seriously think that Bandai Namco is going to, or From Software, whatever you want to call them, is gonna announce a Bloodborne 2 at E3.
I've watched several like videos and stuff talking about like top 10 games or whatever of top 10 PS4 games, and yeah, Bloodborne's on almost all of them.
Bloodborne.
Yeah, it's.
And then the funny thing was that was a PS4 exclusive.
Yeah.
Like, I feel bad for the people that are like Xbox fans because they never got to enjoy
I feel
that
bad
game.
for Xbox people in general.
No, don't do this. They're fine. All right. Well, let's get to some more. Like, I'm good with some of the news. Let's get to the esports.
Esports?
Yeah, your little forte.
Where do you want to start?
Let's do Olympic Council to bring esports to Asian Games.
Alright, yeah, so it was announced that what's going to be happening is that there's this thing called Asian Games, and it's like a smaller scale Olympics, and you've got, what they're doing is they're putting it as like a demonstration event, which is basically kind of like a,
It's really hot in here. What am I trying to do?
that's like a, I wouldn't, because if that wind goes into the mic, that's gonna, they're gonna hear that. I wouldn't really, yeah.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Sweating balls in here.
But, no, yeah, it's just like a practice event trying to test out, see how it goes. They're doing that in 2018 to see, just see how it works, see how well they can do it. I think with this first one, it's going to be mainly like League of Legends and Dota, because that's the big games over in Asia.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be an official event in 2022. And there's actually even talk of possibly it's going to be an Olympic, like full-fledged Olympic event soon.
That'd be cool.
So not anytime like super in the near future, but within like maybe the next decade, it'll be like in the Olympics, which will probably be again like we won't be seeing anything like Halo or Call of Duty. It'll be maybe like CS:GO, League, and Dota. Those are like the big three. They're all on PC, which is still the biggest games in esports. Console still doesn't even come close. I mean, last year League of Legends held a tournament for prize pool of $18 million. You don't find that anywhere else in the esports world.
That's a lot of Blizzard, Activision. I mean, that's a behemoth of a publisher.
Well, Blizzard Activision doesn't make League. Riot Games makes League.
Oh.
Heroes of the Storm is Blizzard.
Shows you how much I know.
He's not much. You're not much of a PC.
I don't do PC or mobile.
Dota, I don't know who makes Dota. Honestly, I don't even know who makes CS:GO. That's bad. But CS:GO is really the only FPS that's a big esport. I know we just had DreamHack not too long ago. I actually forget who won that. I read it. I don't remember who won that. But that was the last big event we've had for CS:GO. And but yeah, that's the Asian Games event story. You want to go Call of Duty? Also going into esports. Yeah. Call of Duty is starting. I thought they were starting their actual LAN League today, April 20th. That was what one website said. I found out that was wrong. I did deeper research. That is wrong. It's actually starting early May. And we actually just had CWL Birmingham, which was a smaller tournament. It had teams like Epsilon, Fnatic, Splice. Those were like some of the big names that went into the tournament. No like Optic or Envious or anything like that.
Or FaZe.
Yeah, or FaZe. But because it was like the first place prize was $20,000.
That's still not that bad. I mean,
for a CWL event, that's terrible.
Wow.
But it was mainly just to see who was going to qualify, who were going to be the last couple teams to qualify for the LAN League. And Epsilon ended up winning that one, which I want to know. I tried looking up. There's still no information on what teams are qualified. I'm sure there's like, you can definitely expect to see the top teams like, Optic, FaZe, E United, freaking what? I can't even think of some other ones right now.
Don't look at me. I don't know.
Elevate, all the big names in Call of Duty you can definitely expect to be there. But I don't know some of the small ones. I don't know if Fnatic made it. Of course, Epsilon did. Splice probably did. But yeah, it's going to be like a global pro league, all played on LAN, kind of like the way League of Legends does their stuff. And everything will, be started up in May. So I'm really excited for that because I'm a diehard Optic fan, and I'm really hoping Optic can continue their reign that they've had for the last, 2.5 years now. They've basically been the most brutal force there is in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I mean, they decimate every single team they play. I mean, they had a rough start to IW, definitely. But because the first couple events, the first big one that they lost was to E United. That was soul crushing because they had made the best losers bracket run ever. I mean, it was they won, I think, 26 consecutive maps.
Wow.
They played 26 consecutive maps in one day and won every single series through the losers bracket. They lost winners bracket round 1 and got thrown into losers bracket right away, and then made the entire run into finals. Played E United, and since they were coming out of losers bracket, they had to win 2 best of 5s, and E United only had to win 1. They beat E United, 3-0 them first best of 5, and then go into the last best of 5, go game 5, round 11, search and destroy, and lose. It was like
that's upsetting.
It was the worst thing. Then the next tournament, the Paris Open, same thing happens again, only reversed. United goes through the losers bracket. Optic runs through the winners bracket. They meet again in the finals. United takes them out in game 5 in the first best of 5.
Yeah.
And then second best of 5, they take them to another game 5, and Optic 6-0 sweep and won the tournament. So they've got a big, boost going into the LAN League. I'm hoping they can pull something off and do good. Because last year, Black Ops 3, they had one season where they only lost like 2 matches. I think they were like 18-2. And yeah, they did absolutely amazing. And yeah.
And their Optic's definitely a force to be reckoned with when it comes to.
Well, ever since they created their new team, it was the start right after Ghosts. They had, because at the end of the Ghost season, it was Scumpy, Nadeshot, Proofy, and Clayster. And they dropped Proofy and Clayster and picked up Crim6 and Formal. And that was going into the AW. And yeah, they just completely shredded after that. I think they lost one. They lost the first LAN to FaZe Red in the first one. You like falling asleep or something like that?
No.
Yeah. You like bouncing your head.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, they lost that first LAN event and they came second, and then they won, I believe, 13 events in Advanced Warfare. Which is that's insane, yeah.
Ridiculous. But
yeah, that's Call of Duty front at the moment. There's really Call of Duty lately has been kind of slow because there hasn't been a whole lot of events. We had like 2 back-to-back a few months ago, and that was really all we've had in a while. Ever since Activision took over, it's been slow. We haven't had nearly as many events.
I haven't really heard that much coming from the competitive community at all
In Call of Duty?
Just anything in general. Yeah. I don't know if this is like a dry season or if I just don't pay that much attention
Well,
to it.
see, that's another thing too. A lot of the stuff that comes from competitive is going to come out of League of Legends, CSGO, and Dota. All of which you don't follow.
No.
So, because those are games, they will never release a League of Legends 2 or a CSGO 2.
No,
they will just continue to update and patch and everything
Well,
until it runs its course and it's done.
That's what a lot of
Who knows when that'll be.
That's what a lot of companies are trying to do nowadays. Like,
Oh, yeah.
You look at Rocket League. I'm like, in Rocket League, they just did their week 5 of the championship series. But that's another game where
that was something I wanted to talk about.
It is a platform game where it's like it's on PS4, it's on Xbox One. I have heard rumors that they are possibly going to bring that to the Switch. If they do, I'm going to lose my damn life. Because I play that game enough as it is just off of a PS4. If you make that portable, just take my money.
Oh, yeah.
But I have heard, yes, that they are going to bring it to the Switch, but it's like, yeah, it's like those are just, it's a platform game. Like, it's staying on PS4. They might, if PS5 or Xbox 2 or whatever the hell they're going to call their next console.
You never know that Xbox.
Maybe the Nintendo Reverse instead of the Switch. We're just going to reverse it now. They might transition it, and bring it up to the next generation of consoles and up the graphics and whatnot. But it's like, they just keep coming out with DLC after DLC.
They don't need to do anything new.
Well, and the thing is,
as far as a brand new game.
Well, the maps are new. All of their game modes that they're bringing out, like Drop Shot, and the hockey.
Drop Shot. I didn't get Drop Shot good enough for Shot. I started playing it more. It's actually quite fun. If you're good at aerials.
Yeah, if
you're good at aerials, it is actually really fun because you can mess with people so much in that game, and just it's in the air so much. So yeah, if you're not good at aerials, don't even try. Kat hates it.
Well, because she can't do aerials.
Yeah, she tried. Actually, she's only level 18, and she's already being able to do something. She'll actually hit it sometimes.
But playing Rocket League, the way it started, progressing, was just me going through high school. I learned. Look, just
where you go?
Hold on,
I really want to know where this is going.
Okay. So, there were subjects and stuff that I learned in high school that, I'm like, oh shit, I'm learning Algebra 1 or whatever in high school, and you're like, yeah, I touched on that in junior high. You guys were already, getting better at a younger age at that stuff. And it's kind of the way it is now, where it's I started off with Rocket League, right from the get-go. I didn't know about boost shots until, way later on. Okay. And then I noticed that, all these earlier, or, late adopters, of the game, started being able to do that stuff, earlier on. And
I know you're talking about that, because I remember when I first picked up the game, you bought it for me when I got my PS4. There wasn't a whole. There were people doing aerials, but it was really. I remember when you would play a game and someone would go for an aerial, you almost had to bet on them to miss it. You almost had to just act like they were gonna miss it, and if they did hit it, it was well shit. Now it's you have to. We're so far into the game now. Everybody knows how to do aerials, so it's you have to count on those people to hit it instead of expecting them to miss.
Yeah.
But no, with the Rocket League competitive point of view, we are going into it's week 5, and as of right now, this
we're
is
looking
the
at a computer setup that's over here.
Yeah,
in case anybody ever knows. And while he's kind of going over this real quick,
the mic situation.
We are getting new mics. I'm hoping, dear God in heaven, that these are coming in next Wednesday, which will be just in time for us to get our setup, and in time for the next podcast, videocast. I had a guy correct me on that. Apparently, podcasts are what you listen to, and video podcasts are what you watch. Thank God I had him there because I couldn't have told you the difference. But yes, we are getting new mics, so we have 2 of them so that we will actually be able to have each mic to ourselves so that we can talk into it. So the audio is supposed to be really, really good with these.
I still find a better place to set up than.
Well, yeah, this is.
You might be seeing a different setting if we can figure it out. But
it's hard trying to find something that works well that has the space because of where our camera is at. Like it has to be able to get both of us in the picture.
Yeah.
We already had issues with the software on the PC. I'd rather just try to do with what works.
But yeah, anyways, back going to where we were on top.
Rocket League standings.
Yeah, we were right now at first place is NRG Esports at 4-1. Right behind it is G2, also 4-1, and then third place you got Selfless, also an amazing team. I think Selfless
Crazy good.
If I was to bet on one team to come out of here in first place, I know right they're like 4-3, and NRG and G2 haven't played as many games as them. But I think Selfless is going to come out on top, honestly, because they have an amazing roster. And I watched them play NRG, and I'm pretty sure NRG pulled it off 3-2, but
What are you looking at? What is number 4?
Number 4, I don't really know what happened to number 4. It's like 2 words in one. I tried to figure it out. But no, I watched Selfless play NRG.
You have to look at this. It can.
I don't think it's going to focus.
I don't think it's
on
going to
that.
focus either.
Yeah, you can't really see it too well.
It's like. Where the hell did you even grab
This is on Rocket League's website.
Was it like that when you did the screenshot?
Yeah.
Man, Rocket League.
Yeah, you got to work on your shit.
Yo, shit.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I watched Selfless play NRG. I'm pretty sure NRG took it 3-2, but it was Selfless. It was very close games.
You can see if I can pull it up a better picture
Of what?
of their standings.
Of the standings?
Yeah,
If you want to,
well, you can try.
But yeah,
Phone.
I think also, I can tell you guys as well, the matches that are going to be coming up this week. And actually, they are being played tomorrow, Saturday. So when you guys see this video, when it's being uploaded, these matches will be being played today. And it's going to be Denial versus Genesis, and then Denial versus how the hell do you pronounce that, bro? Atelier, something like that. Atelier.
Yeah.
So if you follow Rocket League Competitive, I'm sure you know what that is. But Take 3 versus Atelier.
Oh wait, is that Rocket League Championship? Oh, I don't know. Are they gonna have that in here?
Go to Rocket League East.
Rocket League is coming to China.
Is it already in China?
No, I don't know.
Why is China?
Dude, this is what's on their site. It says Rocket League is coming to China. Thursday, April 20th.
China. Alright, anyways.
Hold on.
Oh.
Maybe they'll have this.
But then you got Take 3 versus NRG, G2 versus NRG, which that will be a freaking amazing game, because that's going to be huge. Because G2 versus NRG, those are the two, they're tied for first right now. So, if NRG needs to be Take 3, because if they lose that, then that'll already put them one game behind G2. And then G2 needs to beat Genesis, which is going to be after G2 versus NRG. So, yeah, that's going to be the layout for this Saturday when they play. Matches are going to be starting at 3 p.m., and the last game, that's Eastern time, the last game will be being played at 7:10 p.m. So, yeah, I think we got a good set of games to watch this weekend. But definitely the game to watch is going to be G2 versus NRG, because they're both tied for first right now, and that's going to be a great game.
I can't find it.
Can't find it? No, of course you can.
Shut.
Anyways, what else we got?
How about we go into games that are going to be coming out very soon here. Not a whole lot's coming out. I'm going to be honest with you.
Soon here.
Not a whole, yeah.
What's coming out very soon here?
We have
Puyo
Tetris. It's coming out on
yeah.
the 25th for the Switch. So
I saw a preview, I played
a trailer.
You played it?
I played the demo.
Was it good?
Puyo Tetris is supposed to be like a really popular game over in Japan.
Really?
Like they love
I know
their
Tetris is very, very popular.
Puyo Tetris is really different because it's like, at least you can do anywhere between like a 1v2 and a 1v4 or 2v2, 3v1, whatever. All the different variations.
Is that you're trying to match colors instead of like line?
No, like that's the thing is you can have 2 people on one team doing like Tetris, and then 2 other people doing the Puyo Puyo. Puyo Puyo is like you have to like connect 4 of these like little colored, ghost-looking, soul-looking things, whatever you want to call them. I don't even like Puyos. Dude, if you look at them, they literally look like they're like these like little tiny flamey souls. Like I can't explain it to you. It's really fucking weird. I know. They're just like so, but yeah, it's like connecting 4 of them together, and then you. But it's like a weird like battle system that they have, where like if you connect 4, it does something to other teammates. I got my ass handed to me literally every time I played. I played like 5 games. I can't even explain to you how frustrated I was. So that's coming out on the 25th. We figured we'd do that because I know that's going to be like just before we film the next podcast. So, and we also have What Remains of Edith Finch coming out on the 25th. Now, this is where I get to shut the fuck up.
Not expecting that
Front
noise or anything.
Nobody expects it. That's what's amazing about it. You bite your tongue. No, I just real quick plug. Update on the site. We're supposed to be releasing, or launching.
There you go. That's the word.
Launching the Sick Critic website in 7 days from now. You can count.
You could have just said 1 week.
Hold this note all day, you know.
I'm just saying.
I know. Yeah, 7 days, 1 week from today. So roughly next Thursday. It may end up actually getting released on the weekend. Not too sure. But it will definitely be sometime next week. If you guys follow me on Twitter, at David Fraley 27, all one word, DavidFraley. I will.
Description below.
Yeah, I'll put it in the description below like I did the last one.
Yeah.
Please make sure to follow me too because you will get updates on this podcast, on stuff for the site. If we're late recording this, which we almost were tonight, we almost didn't do it until tomorrow night, in which case that might not have given us enough time to actually edit, to have it done by Saturday morning. I don't edit, he does. So I don't know how long that would take. This podcast has already gone on for about an hour and a half, I think. So,
It's
yeah.
not bad, an hour and a half. But
No, not bad for an hour and a half at all. I actually really like the way this kind of flowed.
Yeah.
But, so like I said, if God forbid we have to, post this on a Sunday, follow me on Twitter. That's where you're going to find out, where this stuff is. Follow him on Twitter.
Yeah.
It'll be in the comments below. Or the description below, not the comments.
Yeah, not the comments.
But
don't listen to it.
Do drop us a subscribe and or like on this if you guys like listening to this podcast. Share it. I mean, I know we've been really trying hard to kind of push this podcast out there, and I really like the fact that this was like our first podcast or first video to show you guys like we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We're not just sitting here bullshitting you. Like, we actually seriously do a lot of research, making sure we know like what games are coming out. Last night, I think we spent an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours just going through Polygon, Kotaku, GameSpot, IGN,
Just researching all the stuff.
Eurogamer, I mean everything, just trying to find, topics that we knew would appeal to you guys the most. And if there's something that you guys want us to talk more about or talk less about, let us know in the comments. Like, we're small enough to a point where we're actually going to take this stuff seriously.
Any improvements?
Yeah, I mean,
you guys have.
We know the
Any
lights.
suggestions? We will.
One of the guys in the first video, like, he commented and gave us a website or a video or whatever I actually watched talking about lights. It will definitely be something that we will look further into. Again, we're doing this out of our own house. This is still a brand new thing. Brand new thing. Well, not only that, but it's just like we're working. We only have so much that we can work with. Budget's a big part. Space is another part. We're doing this in the living room right now. We might be doing this somewhere else. So again, the lighting might be different in this other room. We did just get mics. that already right there was like $100, which for us is like a big portion of money.
That's a pretty good chunk out of our.
Yeah, it's like, you know, we don't have a whole lot.
Yeah.
Hence the shitty mic. But we promise that like we will still be, you know, it might not be necessarily like the best quality as far as like lighting or video or even audio, but we will definitely try our absolute best to give you guys the news that is up to date alongside everybody else. I mean, I'm talking we're gonna try to be up there with like IGN as far as giving news, you know, GameSpot with their stuff, Giant Bomb. Like, we want to be a reliable source of information for you guys. It's not just us sitting back bullshit, which we will do from time to time, like we did in the start.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we definitely want to be a source of legit information that you guys can go to, you know. So, but yeah,
I think that's all for this podcast.
I think it's all. I think I'm,
All right.
I'm ready to. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. I gotta wake up at 6:30 in the morning, and that's.
Rocket League.
I might go play some Rocket League.
I don't have to be up in the morning, so I'm good.
I have to be up in the morning. I'll probably regret playing Rocket League.
Probably.
I regret playing Rocket League.
Why?
I usually end up getting pinned up with some shitty ass people, and you're freaking tired. I haven't had lag lately.
Really? None?
No, none.
It's good.
Yeah, I've been pretty happy about that.
Maybe
We're supposed to be getting a Wi-Fi booster too, so hopefully that'll help.
If that happens, I'll be shocked.
Well, she was supposed to pick that up this week.
Yeah, it's about to be Friday tomorrow. So, yeah, that should be all for this podcast, though. Yeah, if you guys did like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you guys next week.
Until next time.
See you.
Bye. I don't know. Save this podcast. It's going nowhere.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave on that one.
All right. Bye.